In 1921, inside a German chemical plant, workers were using explosives to break up fertilizer. It sounds impossible, but they had already done it more than 20,000 times without a major accident. Then, on September 21, 1921, the routine suddenly became catastrophic. At BASF's Opal plant, nearly 4,500 tons of ammonium sulfate nitrate had hardened inside a massive storage silo. Moisture and storage conditions caused the fertilizer to compact into a dense, rock-like mass. Workers couldn't simply shovel it away, so they used small explosive charges to break the material into manageable pieces. For years, the method appeared to work. The previous blasts had created something more dangerous than an explosion: confidence. But the material being stored had changed. BASF had introduced a new production process involving spray drying that changed important physical properties of the fertilizer, including its particle structure, density, moisture content, and crystal characteristics. The old tests were no longer necessarily representative of the new material, but the blasting procedure continued. And this is where chemistry became critical. Ammonium sulfate nitrate normally behaves as a fertilizer, but under certain conditions, ammonium nitrate-containing mixtures can become capable of extremely violent decomposition. The key question wasn't simply whether the material could explode. It was whether the specific material inside that silo could sustain a detonation when subjected to a powerful shock. That safety margin had been misunderstood. At 7:32 in the morning, workers initiated another loosening blast. This time, the shock didn't simply break apart the fertilizer. A massive portion of the stockpile detonated. The explosion tore through the plant and devastated the surrounding town. The blast created a crater roughly 90 meters wide and 125 meters long. Buildings across Opal were destroyed. 561 people were killed, and nearly 2,000 were injured. The explosives hadn't suddenly become more powerful. The workers hadn't suddenly forgotten how to use them. The real failure was more subtle. The material had changed. But the safety assumptions hadn't. And Opal left behind one of the most important lessons in industrial engineering. A process that worked safely 20,000 times can still fail on the 20,001st if the conditions have changed.